In this video tutorial, you'll learn how to use the margin, padding, and border in the page layout structure. To easily understand these things, we'll take a closer look using the image element and pre-designed Essence page template as an example. Let's start with dragging the image element from the General Elements category and drop it onto the editing dashboard. We'll first select the image element and then set the image size as medium, 300 pixels, via the General tab of the inspector. Let's align that element with the center by selecting the column element and then clicking on the center icon in the Styling tab. Select the column element and navigate to the Styling tab, then choose the background with the solid color gray, hex code 9B, 9B, 9B. Now, let's do some testing with the margin and padding fields. Please select the image element and fill the margin value with 100 pixels and padding with 50 pixels. For the border setting, we will choose the solid option and make the width 10 pixels and choose the color purple, hex code 9013FE. Let's click on the Save button and then preview our page via the View button and option Preview. In the tab that opened with our page, please right mouse click and select Inspect Element. In our example, we are using the Google Chrome web browser. Let's just mouse over the area in the computed settings of your Google Chrome browser. You should see the clear structure of this HTML element. Now, let me explain to you about the margin, padding, and border. All HTML elements can be considered as boxes. In our example, the element is the image with a size of 300 by 300 pixels. The CSS box model is essentially a box that wraps around every HTML element. It consists of margins, borders, padding, and the actual content. Now, let's have a look at the example with one of PageFly's templates called Essence. Let's create a new page. Inside the page editor, we will select the Essence page template. You can see that the Essence template has imported to the dashboard, so click on the middle column and look at the inspector settings for padding. You can see the numbers 50 pixels, 80 pixels, 80 pixels. Let's click on Link Icon. You'll see the detailed padding value with the top option set as 50 pixels, the right 80 pixels, the bottom 80 pixels, and the left 80 pixels. We can configure the padding or margin for each side specifically. Let's remove those values and see what will happen. As you can see, the headline and paragraph are aligned closely to the column area border. So, let's revert back to those values. Scrolling down to the testimonial, we can see the example with the margin value. Let's remove it and then revert. From the beginning until now, you might be wondering, what about the mobile layout? How will the margin and padding work on mobile devices? By default, when you use the margin and padding value in the All Device Preview mode, it'll be applied to all devices. So this means that the mobile layout would have the same margin and padding value and the layout wouldn't look mobile friendly. In this case, we have to switch the preview to the mobile layout mode and adjust the margin and padding value specifically for mobile devices. Let's drag and drop the paragraph element and set the margin value to 55 pixels for the top and bottom. Let's use the device preview and switch to the mobile option. Now, let's change the margin value to 0 pixels for both top and bottom fields. As a result, the free spacing between sections has been decreased and now looks much better. Now, the same page will have a more user-friendly look for both desktop and mobile devices. Now, let's get back to the all-device mode and take a look at the best practice with the padding. I'm going to drag and drop one more paragraph element to the dashboard. What if we want to narrow the width of a paragraph and center it to be precise? Let's add some padding to the top, bottom, left, and right fields. You can see after adding the padding value, our paragraph content looks like it fits in the center of a screen. Let's check how it looks on the mobile device. Please shift the device preview to mobile. Now, we can see that the paragraph is too narrow. So to fix this issue, we'll adjust the padding specifically for the mobile layout. Let's add the 0 padding value. You can see the layout looks much better now. In case you want to add a little spacing, here is a quick tip. Just use the percentage. We're going to add 10% for the left and right padding values. The last thing to keep in mind is that the Styling tab is unique for each device, based on the preview switcher. When you're in the mobile mode, the styling would apply only to mobile devices. With a switch to the tablet preview mode, the styling covers tablet devices only. That's all for now. Thanks for watching, and we hope you found this video useful. If you need any help, feel free to submit a support ticket or chat with us.